Wild West Outlaws. Here are your Outlaws for tonight.
We have number 0, The Knockout. 008, Ham Wheezy.
Woo!
1031, Halloween. 12, Shenanigans. 13, Hugs and Stitches. 16, Ivy Push. 321, Vivian Slaya. 35, Red Hot. Number 5, Lil Kitty Split. 55, Mecha Frankenstein. 562, Tinker Hell. 61, B Randy. 7, Glitter Bomb. 802, Mow You Down. And number 88, Joya Destroya.
We have our Arizona Rising in black tonight. We are starting with 09 Vampira, 113 Sid Vicious, 27 Babe Tovin, 31 2 by Force, 45 Ammunitia, 6 Sunny Ono, 674 Axel, 69 Squeezer, 602 Phoenix, 7 Skatey Katie, 709 Kiwi, 710 Gail Satan, 718 Ragin' Bajin, 76 Little Evil, and 84 Jaws Breaker.
Sunny is number 5.
Oh, well that's.
And Axel is 574. I've done PLT enough times, I know most people's numbers. All right, jamming for Arizona Rising, we have Gail Skaten and Halloween wearing the star for the Outlaws. Halloween is out at turn 1 as your lead jammer. And Gail Skaten about half a track behind. And Halloween hits for a quick 3 points, holding Arizona scoreless.
We have 574 Axel jamming for Arizona Rising. And Splits number 5 jamming for Wild West Outlaws. .574 Axel pushing to the top of the pack. Arizona Rising holding back Split. Axel making it through the top of the pack, quickly being chased by number 5 Split. Jammer chasing Jammer. Ragin' Bajin 718 with a track cut going to the penalty box.
A very fast-moving jam.
We have one in the
Arizona
box.
will be starting with their pivot in the box. Ragin' Bajin in the penalty box for a cut track penalty in that last jam. So we have pack advantage going to the Outlaws. We have Glitter Bomb jamming for Outlaws and Kiwi for Arizona Rising. And Glitter Bomb is your lead jammer. Kiwi still fighting those Outlaw blockers at the front of the pack. And Kiwi has completed her initial pass as Glitter Bomb completes her first scoring pass to put 4 points on the board and continue to hold Arizona scoreless.
We have 321 Vivian Slaya jamming for the Outlaws, and Jaws Breaker number 84 jamming for Rising. Fighting through the pack. Jaws returns with a cut, circling back. Vivian Slaya pushing out of the top of the pack. Outlaws are doing a good job of recycling right now. Vivian Slaya pushing out, pushing out. We've got lead jammer for the Outlaws. Jaws breaking her way through. Yeah, Jaws breaker. Jaws was lead for the jam. I think I had that wrong. I think I thought the Outlaws got lead. Oh, wow, that was great maneuvering by Rising.
Holly Ween wearing the star for the Outlaws. Little Evil for Arizona. And Holly Ween is knocked out at turn 2 and being recycled to the back of the pack. Little Evil still fighting her way through. And Little Evil is your lead jammer. Halloween looking for that star pass to Hugs and Stitches. Little Evil able to squeeze on through there.
We've got a really fast-moving pack.
This is a very fast-moving pack. Hugs and Stitches is out on her initial, taking over as jammer. And Little Evil opts to call it. Able to snag one more point on that pass, giving Arizona 5 points, putting them on the board.
Number 5, we've got Split jamming for the Outlaws, and we've got 710 Satan jamming for Rising.
Pack advantage is going to go to Outlaw at the start of this jam. Arizona has 2 of their blockers sitting in the box.
Split with lead jammer at the top of the pack. This is a jammer chasing jammer. Both going for
a little
points.
Jammer fight action.
Split calls it off, just entering the pack.
And Arizona able to snag 1 point right there at the end.
Current score is Outlaws 7, Rising 6. Oh, Outlaws 10. They got 3 with that last jam.
Those Arizona blockers are still in the penalty box, so pack advantage will continue to favor the Outlaws. Axel is your jammer for Arizona and Glitter Bomb for the Outlaws.
Glitter Bomb takes the lead. Axel was coming quick behind.
And Glitter Bomb calls the jam, putting 3 points on the board for the Outlaws, holding Arizona Rising scoreless for this jam.
This next jam, we've got 709 Kiwi for Rising and 321 Vivian Slaya jamming for the Outlaws. Fighting through the pack, Rising pushes out Slaya briefly, and Kiwi takes lead jammer for Rising. Kiwi coming back around
Slaya
the
looking
pack.
for that star
Outlaws.
pass, and we have a successful pass
Successful pass indeed.
to, I believe that is Hugs and Stitches, being recycled all the way back by 2x4s.
Ooh, Ooh, Kiwi almost making it on the outside there. Oh, Kiwi taking a penalty.
Looks
We
like
have I think this is our first jammer penalty of the
I
game.
believe so. That is a forearm sending Kiwi to the box. Power jam in favor of the Outlaws. Rising blockers looking to make the most of this time.
Force is a formidable blocker. I do not like to be pushed out by Force. And, oh, Kiwi out of the box, coming into the pack. Hugs and Stitches looking to hold her up. Kiwi pushing through the pack. Folks, this is a 2-minute jam. We're going for 30 more seconds, just about. Force continually pushing the jammer out on the line. Kiwi making it through the pack.
Hugs and Stitches just being endlessly recycled at the back of that pack. Looking to maybe... Oh. And once again recycled through as Kiwi is on another scoring pass as time expires. Looks like Kiwi is able to pick up 3 points on that last pass for an 11-point jam for Arizona, holding the Outlaws scoreless.
This next jam, we've got Halloween 1031 for Outlaws, Jaws Breaker for Rising.
Outlaws do have one of their blockers sitting in the box, so we have a pack advantage for Arizona Rising.
Both blocker walls putting up a strong fight. Jaws Breaker pushing the front of the pack. Jaws Breaker with lead for Rising.
And that is going to be a power jam for Arizona Rising. Halloween sitting in the box now.
The crowd goes quiet as Jaws approaches the pack.
And a very nice sweep by Arizona Rising blockers to get Jaws through. And Jaws opts to call it with Halloween still in the box. That is going to be a power start for Rising. We have Gail Satan, number 710, wearing the star.
Halloween standing in the box, ready to come out. Gail Satan pushing out the front of the pack. Rising holding it down in the back. Satan out with lead.
Halloween back on the track. Arizona Rising blockers setting up for that possible catch. But Halloween able to complete her initial pass and a little jammer on jammer offense. And Gail Sutton says no thank you and calls that jam. That's going to be an 8-point jam for Arizona Rising, bringing our score to Rising 33, Outlaws 13.
Our next two jammers are Axel for Rising and Split for the Outlaws. Oh, we have a...
Looks like we have an official timeout.
Arizona Roller Derby is sponsored by 888, 187 Killer Pads, Sisu Mouthguards, and Night Owl. We're so excited to be hosting Rattleskate Rumble this weekend. We have more roller derby ahead. Please join us tomorrow for 3 action-packed games.
And are you interested in learning how to skate or learning how to play roller derby? Join us. All of our information can be found on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, or our website, ArizonaRollerDerby.com.
Starting this jam, Axel pushes her way through the pack, split for the Outlaws at the back. Both jammers fighting their way through this pack of blockers. Both blocker walls putting up a fight, and Axel makes it through on turn 2. Number 5 split quick behind. Oh, and we have a penalty for the rising jammer Axel. Power jam for Outlaws. Split, jamming, making our way through the pack. With a nice skip on the line. Split picking up another 4 points for the Outlaws. Split pushing her way through the pack.
Split calling that jam, trying to keep Axel in the box potentially for a power start, but Axel released just before that whistle. So we will have a full pack and 2 jammers taking the track as we head into jam number 11. We have Glitter Bomb wearing the star for the Outlaws and Kiwi for Arizona Rising. Both jammers attempting to take the middle, and then Glitter Bomb able to sneak through on that inside line just before turn 1 to become your lead jammer. Kiwi still fighting for that initial pass as Glitter Bomb approaches on her first scoring pass. Glitter Bomb knocked out of bounds, being recycled all the way to the back by Ragin' Bajin. Lots of encouragement coming from the bench for Kiwi to keep pushing.
Both blocker walls truly holding back these jammers. Oh, and Glitter Bomb makes it out. Ragin' Bajin with a successful star pass from Kiwi. Being quickly recycled by the Outlaw blocker pack.
And another scoring pass for Glitter Bomb. That is going to bring us to 8 points this jam in favor of the Outlaws.
Glitter Bomb pushing through the rising blocker pack. Ragin' Bajin still trying to make it through with their initial pass for rising. And Glitter Bomb making it through on the outside. Glitter Bomb trying to push through the rising blocker pack, and the jam is called. What a successful jam for the Outlaws. Just waiting. Looks like that was a 17-point jam for Glitter Bomb, putting the Outlaws at 37 and Arizona Rising at 29. This is a close game, folks. We're in a team timeout. There are a lot of ways to support the sport of roller derby. Do you want to give back? You could join our volunteer crew and be a part of the action. Contact anyone in one of those teal shirts. Join AV Club. It's the best. Starting our next jam with 8-4 Jaws Breaker for Rising and 3-2-1 Vivian Slayer for the Outlaws. Jaws making it through on the outside, taking lead for Rising. Vivian Slayer pushing out the front of the pack. Being pushed into the penalty box.
Lots of whistles happening. I'm hearing a back block call.
Jaws picking up speed, running through. Picking up 4 points after that initial pass. Jaws weaving through, picking up speed. Vivian Slayer still trying to make it through that initial pass. And another 4 points for Rising. I wish you could hear the crowd right now. The crowd is making shark gestures and the music from Jaws. We have Jaws approaching the pack with a dun-dun, dun-dun.
Yeah, and Jaws able to stay in bounds even with that hit from Ham Weezy. Jaws meeting no resistance on that pass. She decides to go ahead and call, and that was a 20-point jam by Jaws Breaker for Arizona Rising.
20-point jam, wow.
What?
We have the crowd making Jaws chomping with their arms. It's pretty cute.
It's very daddy shark.
It's a very baby shark or Jaws shark. We have a brief pause. It looks like an official review.
What is it? I saw Katie posted.
During this official review, did you know that AZRD is a nonprofit organization? Our donation-based membership allows access to as many people as possible. We never want income to be a barrier to entry to roller derby. That's why we need your support in bringing our sport to more members. Make a tax-deductible donation to support our adult and junior programming on our website at ArizonaRollerDerby.com. Every dollar counts. Your donations go directly to helping pay for our venues and operating costs. Don't forget to grab your Season 23 AZRD merch. See our friends at the merch booth. Support our junior league as well.
Being a mod.
This is a really exciting game, Lance. What do you think about it so far?
I'm having a great time. I'm loving watching everyone go very fast while I'm sitting over here.
Yeah, Lance and I are excited for our next home team game at the end of March after Cactus Cup. Oh, we're starting again.
Little Evil wearing the star for Arizona Rising. Halloween for the Outlaws. And Halloween is out, and your lead jammer. Little Evil still fighting that one last blocker. It looks like Hugs and Stitches. And she is out. off her initial as well. And Halloween calls off that jam. Full 4 points for the Outlaws and holding Rising scoreless. That is going to bring our score to Arizona Rising 49, Outlaws 41. This is a close game.
Next jam starts with Satan 710 for Rising and splits number 5 for Outlaws. Split tries to push Satan out on the inside line. Satan starts juking. Both jammers running for the front.
Some hops, some spins, and we have Gail Satan as your lead jammer. Hearing a whistle for a forearms call. Looks like being assessed to Arizona Rising pivot Skatey Katie.
Both of these jammers pushing the pack at a faster pace.
Gail Satan through on that scoring pass. Successful star pass to B. Randy. Another forearm being assessed to Arizona blocker number 59, Squeezer.
B. Randy making it through the pack for 4 points for the Outlaws.
Attempted apex jump for Gail Satan. It does not land it and opts to go ahead and call that jam off. That's going to be 7 points going up for Arizona Rising, 4 for the Outlaws.
We've got one Arizona Rising blocker in the box.
We have Axel wearing the star for Arizona Rising and Glitter Bomb. For the Outlaws, it looks like we have an official timeout. During this official timeout, I would like to ask, do you like to skate, but you don't want to get hit or have your face rubbed into other people's sweat? Do you like to keep stats and tidy notes and stay in control? Become an official. The Roller Derby Officials Association of Arizona helps connect aspiring officials, provides educational opportunities, and helps leagues staff their games statewide. Find them on Facebook at Roller Derby Officials Association of Arizona.
Next jam starts with Axel 574 and Glitter Bomb number 7. Axel trying to take the inside line, making it out of the pack for lead jam for Rising. Glitter Bomb for the Outlaws, not far behind, racing to catch up with Axel.
Glitter Bomb hustling, trying to close that distance.
Both jammers rushing into the pack for points, and Axel calls off the jam. Gaining 2 points for Arizona Rising and 0 points for the Outlaws.
Vivian Slaya taking the track as jammer for the Outlaws, going up against number 709 Kiwi for Arizona Rising.
Outlaw timeout. This is a great time to have a short dance break, sing your favorite song, do a random cheer for your favorite team, or go check out our merch tables. Buy a Rattleskate Rumble sticker today. All of our recent merch for Rattleskate Rumble was designed by one of our AZRD skaters, Sunspot. Shout out to Sunspot, who designed some really beautiful stickers for this round robin.
Including our logo for this tournament.
Including our logo for this tournament. Kiwi baiting to the inside, then quickly moving out. Vivian Slea trying to move through the really tough pack of Arizona Rising blockers. And Kiwi with the lead for Rising. Vivian Slea is fast behind, also trying to close that gap.
Outlaws fighting to hold that front and force that call off for a scoreless jam. Number 8 for Jaws Breaker, wearing the star for Arizona Rising, going up against number 1031, Halloween. I just realized Halloween's number is literally Halloween. I've been reading it as 1031.
Halloween pushing Jaws Breaker out on the outside and drawing her back, quickly racing through the pack to try to get through those Arizona blockers. Jaws weaving through. Both blocker packs really holding back these jammers. This is some incredible defense by both Outlaws and Rising.
Saw an attempt at some offense from Beethoven for Rising. Unfortunately for them, Halloween is able to get through and be your lead jammer. Jaws right behind, only about 20 feet difference between our two jammers.
Oh, Jaws Breaker slipping in turn 2, allowing Halloween to get through, grab some points. We're seeing some incredible jammer chases today.
Yes, we are.
Oh, some fierce defense by both Outlaw and Rising blockers.
Number 710, Gail Satan, is going to be jamming for Arizona Rising, going up against number 5, Split, for the Outlaws.
Satan pushing through the Outlaw blocker pack, Split at the top of the pack, trying to push through those Rising blockers. Satan being recycled back.
Little Kitty Split able to fight their way through for that lead jammer position. Gail Satan still stuck in the back of that pack. Split knocked out of bounds and opts to go ahead and call that jam. That'll be 2 points going up for the Outlaws. We have less than a 10-point difference right now. Arizona Rising with 58 and the Outlaws with 50.
We have Axel jamming for Rising and Glitterbomb jamming for the Outlaws.
Both jammers starting out trying to take the middle of the track, meeting heavy resistance from those blocker pods.
Ammunition trying to give space to Axel, pushing those blockers through to the inside. Glitterbomb taking the lead for the Outlaws.
Hugs and Stitches going for a Hail Mary catch, able to slow Axel but not stop her. As Glitterbomb goes for that scoring pass, try to score some points, and successfully holds Arizona Rising scoreless. Adds 2 points to the Outlaws total. Heading into jam number 20, we have just over 5 minutes remaining in this half. We have Vivian Slayer, number 321, jamming for the Outlaws, and Kiwi, number 709, for Arizona Rising.
Kiwi making her way through the pack, pushing out the Outlaw blockers, and lead for Rising.
This is going to be a power jam for Rising. Vivian Slayer heading to the box. Kiwi signaling to her blockers. Kiwi fighting, pushing those blockers, trying to break up that pack, force them out of bounds. And she succeeds. That's going to be 4 points. We are still in a power jam as Vivian rises from her seat, ready to rejoin the jam.
Arizona Rising blockers hitting first, making sure there's open space for Kiwi to get through. We've got Vivian Slaya coming up quick behind, weaving her way through the pack, breaking out, but with a quick little fall in the apex.
Vivian Slaya knocked out by Squeezer, having to recycle back. She is still on her initial pass.
Amazing weaving by Vivian Slaya right now. Oh!
And once again, caught by Squeezer.
I thought that pirouette had Slaya out.
I thought it had her.
That was some good maneuvering.
Kiwi with another scoring pass.
Vivian Slaya trying to push her way through the Arizona blockers right now.
Kiwi fighting hugs and stitches and is through. That is going to be a third scoring pass for Arizona Rising this jam.
Vivian Slaya still not making it out with the initial pass. And that ends the jam. That is a 15-point jam by Arizona Rising. 0 points for Outlaws. Our score is currently 73 Rising to 52 Outlaws.
Number 84, Jaws Breaker, is going to be jamming for Arizona Rising, going up against number 1031, Halloween. Halloween knocked out of bounds, recycled back behind Ammunition, Force, and Rage and Bajan.
That is a blocker pack I would be loath to go against.
Knocked out again by Ammunition, recycled back.
But Rising didn't reform quickly enough, and Holly took the outside line.
Both these blocker pods just really locking down on these jammers. And we have a power jam, Halloween going to the box. Jaws able to get that lead jammer position after accepting some offense from 2x4s. Halloween is standing, about to rejoin as Jaws comes through on that scoring pass. Hearing a lot of whistles from our officials. I'm seeing a cut track being called on someone. And a forearms. And that is going to be an Outlaws blocker going to the box.
Jaws clearly losing steam as she's trying to make her way through the pack right now.
And another Outlaws blocker going to the box. That is going to give a very strong pack advantage to Arizona Rising. And Jaws goes ahead and calls off that jam. That is going to give a nice pack advantage at the start of this next jam in favor of Arizona Rising.
That was a hard-fought 4 points. That was truly hard-fought. We've got Little Evil, number 7-6 for Rising, jamming against number 5, Split for the Outlaws. 2 Outlaw blockers in the penalty box. Number 5, Split, getting out of the pack first, but is not lead. Little Evil calling it, but not before Split picks up 1 point.
And that rolling whistle will take us into our intermission. We will be back in 15 minutes. In the meantime, go get yourself some snacks, a meal from our wonderful food truck outside. Check out our merch table.
If you're interested in being a part of AZRD in any way, maybe that's volunteering, officiating, or skating with us, please approach any of our volunteering members in that teal blue color. We would love to talk to you. Welcome back to the second half of this very exciting game between the Wild West Outlaws from Northern Arizona Roller Derby and Arizona Rising.
As we head into the second half, just want to mention one of our sponsors, the Night Owl Pizza Shop, sponsors our penalty box. Their goal is to provide superb New York-style pizza by the slice and smash burgers within a warm and eclectic atmosphere, served by a friendly and welcoming staff.
Truly, we went to Night Owl frequently. We went to Night Owl frequently last season. Oh no, I'm being distracted by an official right now. I'm trying to stay focused, but Angus is making eyes at me, I think. Anyway.
It's a very flirtatious OPR.
We love our officiating crew. They are stellar. They are always trying to learn about the game and teach us about the game as skaters. AZRD prides itself in having skaters who also officiate, because when you officiate, you truly learn the game better.
Heading into the first jam of the second half, we have Gale Skate number 710 jamming for Arizona Rising, going up against number 1031 Halloween.
Or October 31st.
October 31st.
Halloween's number.
I'm a little ashamed of how long it took me to realize that, since I've been announcing for her for almost a year.
Both jammers pushing through the pack. Halloween making it through the pack of Arizona Rising blockers, taking lead for this first jam of the second half. Satan coming up quick behind, trying to close that gap. Halloween entering the pack quickly, calling off the jam to earn 2 points for the Outlaws. Everyone had that 15-minute break. Drink some water, get reinvigorated.
Be interesting to see if either team changes up their strategies or approaches to play going into the second half. We have Axel wearing the star for Arizona Rising, going up against Lickety Split for the Outlaws.
Axel trying to push Split into the pack of Arizona blockers and take the outside line. Axel pushing the Outlaw blockers at the top of the pack.
Axel is your lead jammer, and while they fell, those skates stayed in bounds and in the air, so that was a valid pass.
Axel approaching the back of the pack, and Split making it out for their first initial.
Axel looking to the bench and sees there, saying, go ahead and call it. That is going to be 4 points for Arizona Rising, holding the Outlaws scoreless this jam. Jaws Breaker is wearing the star for Arizona Rising, going up against number 7 Glitter Bomb for the Outlaws.
Jaws choosing the middle of the pack.
Her
Glitter Bomb
whistle.
juking inside and outside.
Ivy push for the Outlaws, going to the box for a multiplayer block.
Both jammers moving the pack. Oh, Jaws taking the outside line. And lead jammer for Arizona Rising.
Big hit to Squeezer as Glitter Bomb keeps trying to fight through for that initial, as Jaws makes her way through. Her first scoring pass to put another 4 points on the board for Rising.
Glitter Bomb still trying to make their first initial pass through the Arizona Rising blocker pack.
The Outlaws do now have a full blocker pod. Ivy Push has rejoined the track.
Squeezer making those hits seem really unappealing. Glitter Bomb taking the star, hoping for a pass from their pivot.
Arizona Outlaws looking to try to catch Jaws here at the back of the pack, prevent any more points from getting picked up. We have about 35 seconds left in this jam, should it reach its natural conclusion.
Arizona Rising picking up the points.
Beautiful little spin from Jaws there. She gets through on that next scoring pass.
Glitter Bomb still on their initial pass, trying to make it through. Squeezer taking Glitter Bomb to the outside line, knocking Glitter Bomb inside.
Squeezer going to the box for that move. And the jam clock expires. That was a full 2-minute jam. We are looking at a 13-point jam for Arizona Rising. And Outlaws held scoreless. We have a score now of Arizona Rising 94, Wild West Outlaws 55.
The next jammers up are 709 Kiwi for Arizona Rising and 321 Vivian Slaya for the Outlaws. Outlaws trying to sink back on Kiwi. These blocker packs have truly been formidable this game. Kiwi taking lead on turn 2 for Arizona Rising.
Slaya is still being held at the very back of that pack. Looks like being held by 2 by force. Is able to squeeze by. Got a whistle. A low block being called on the Outlaws pivot. I believe that is the knockout going to the box as Kiwi gets 4 points for Rising. And 2 by force is also in the box now. Both teams are down a blocker.
Arizona Rising making it past 100 points with that last pass from Kiwi.
Kiwi being recycled to the back of the pack. As
Vivian Slaya playing defense instead of trying to push through the pack right now.
And Kiwi listens to the bench and calls that jam. That is going to be a 12-point jam for Kiwi for Arizona Rising, and Outlaws held scoreless. We have now passed the century mark for Arizona Rising. We have a score of 106 to Outlaws 55.
We have a brief official timeout. We want to thank everyone for being here today to support roller derby in Arizona. We're really proud to host a round robin like this. Thank you all for coming. Thank you for viewing online as well.
Let's make some noise for these skaters. They are working very hard for you all.
We have Satan 710 jamming for Rising, Holly Ween 1031 jamming for the Outlaws. Both of these jammers moving quick through the pack. Satan taking lead jammer for Arizona Rising. Holly Ween juking at the turn, taking off the star, and pushing through those Arizona blockers. Satan making it through her scoring pass for 4 points.
That was a successful star pass to Hugs and Stitches for the Outlaws. She has been recycled to the back. And Gail Satan with another scoring pass for Arizona Rising. Hugs and Stitches is still in the back of the pack, being held by the trio of Vampira, Skatey, Katie, and Phoenix, but looks like she is able to break through to the front and is caught behind them once again.
Satan with an apex jump for those additional 4 points. Hugs and Stitches losing the star, having to circle back for it.
Gail Satan taking just a moment to breathe, assess.
Tinkerhell coming back on the track from that penalty.
And Hugs and Stitches is out on that initial.
Satan
and
taking
is now
that
your
inside.
active jammer.
Wow, what a jam. 24-point jam for Arizona Rising. Our score is now 130 Arizona Rising to 55 Outlaws.
We have Lil Kitty Split, number 5 for Arizona Outlaws jamming, going up against number 7-6 Little Evil for Arizona Rising. Both jammers meeting heavy resistance. It's a little bit of a scrum here heading into turn 1. Got a multiplayer being assessed to number 3, 1, 2x4s for Arizona Rising. And Lil Kitty Split is your lead jammer. Lil Evil recycled back behind that blocker contingent as number 5, 4, Mecha Frankenstein heads to the box. Lil Kitty fighting to get through that Arizona Rising blocker pod. And we have a successful star pass to number 113, Sid Vicious, who will take over.
Arizona Rising will start this next jam with an advantage with 1 outlaw blocker in the box. We have Axel 574 jamming for Arizona Rising and Glitter Bomb number 7 jamming for the Outlaws. Glitter Bomb powering her way through the Arizona blockers, gaining lead for the Outlaws. Axel coming up quick behind with the star.
And the Outlaws blocker is released from the box, so we are back to a full blocker pack for both teams. And Glitter Bomb calls that off just in time to hold Arizona Rising scoreless. That was a 3-point jam for the Outlaws. That is going to bring our score to Arizona Rising 130, Wild West Outlaws 61.
Actually a 2-point jam. Quick adjustment from our officials.
Jaws Breaker wearing the star for Arizona Rising, going up against Halloween for Outlaws.
Arizona blockers.
Jaws pushing to the front while Halloween trapped in the back with those Arizona blockers. Jaws is your lead jammer, and Halloween is hot on her tail. Got a little bit of a jammer race going here. Very fast pack. And Jaws says, "No, thank you. I do not want to race you."
Yeah, everyone yelling for that call off in that last jam.
I'm tired just watching how fast that pack was moving.
Pack is moving fast today. Pack is moving really fast. We have 709 Kiwi jamming for Arizona Rising and number 5 Split jamming for the Outlaws.
It's a very long time.
Split taking the middle of the pack.
Kiwi recycled to the back by number 13, Hugs and Stitches.
Squeeze recycling, number 5 Split. Kiwi gaining lead jammer. Number 5, Sunny Ono taking a penalty in the box.
Lickety Split able to get out and complete that initial pass as Kiwi picks up 4 points. We do have an Arizona blocker in the box and a second joining just as that jam ends. That is going to be a pack advantage going to the Outlaws.
We actually have 2 Arizona blockers in the box. Maybe.
Rough.
Yeah, rough. Maybe we,
This has been an actually pretty high penalty game. I believe we're at a combined 30 penalties between our teams.
Oh, wow. Our next jammers are Axel 574 against number 7 Glitter Bomb for the Outlaws.
I stand corrected. Arizona
Glitter
Rising
Bomb
has 13 penalties versus the Outlaws 15.
Oh, Glitter Bomb taking lead jammer. Axel still trying to make her initial pass. Oh, Glitter Bomb juking around 2 by force, number 3-1 blocker. And pushing Axel out on the outside line. Axel still needs to put the star on. Glitter Bomb racing around the pack with a little bit of a I'm sorry, but still pushing through.
We had a Outlaws blocker go to the box for a multiplayer box.
Glitter Bomb calling off that jam. There's definitely been a lot of exciting jammer on jammer action this game.
I am living for all of this jammer on jammer action.
I like the way
I love
you
a
say
race.
that. I am living.
I am living.
Me
for
too.
it.
Me too.
We have number 710 Gail Satan jamming for Arizona Rising going up against number 1031 Holly Ween. This is far from the first time we've seen these 2 jammers against each other.
Satan taking
a nice little
aggressive
spin.
lateral moves and gaining lead for Arizona Rising.
A forearm being called on Sunny Ono will be going to, oh no, Sunny's going to the box.
Skatey Katie going to the box.
Gail Satan being recycled all the way to the back by Hugs and Stitches. Halloween is out off her initial pass. Gail Satan opts to go ahead and call that jam before Halloween is able to pick up any points. We still have 2 Arizona Rising blockers in the box, so this will be a pack advantage for Outlaws as we head into this next jam.
Next jam, 7-6 Little Evil for Arizona Rising against jammer Split, number 5 for the Outlaws. Timeout for the Outlaws. If you're enjoying all of this roller derby action, I'd encourage you to check out our next tournament coming up, Cactus Cup. 17 games, 12 teams. We will be playing that at Ability 360, March 20th to the 22nd. Tickets are on sale now. If you're a skater looking to gain a little bit more experience, we have Freight Train coming in with Saturday and Sunday morning clinics during Cactus Cup.
All right, and with that, we are getting back to the action.
Brief official timeout. If you're looking forward to more roller derby action tomorrow, our first game, game 4 of this round robin, starts at 10 a.m. Arizona Rising versus Jewish Roller Derby. Oh, and we're back. Yeah, come watch Sherman. We got Little Evil going against Split. And Split from the Outlaws takes lead jammer.
Very quickly getting out even before turn 1. Little Evil still fighting that pack.
Arizona blockers are re-entering the pack, and Split is moving her way through, gaining those 4 points. Little Evil still has not made her initial pass until now.
Little Evil able to get out and complete that initial pass just as Split is coming through on another scoring pass.
Split weaving her way through the pack. Calling it right
She
before Little
calls
Evil has
it.
a chance to come in.
Looks like I'm seeing a call of 3 points being added for Arizona Rising, or 1 point for Arizona Rising squeaked out and 3 for the Outlaws. That's going to be a 7-point jam for the Outlaws.
We've got a dynamic duo up to jam again. We've got Axel for Arizona Rising versus Glitter Bomb for the Outlaws. Timeout Arizona Rising. We've got 3 games tomorrow, starting at 10 a.m. with Arizona Rising versus Jewish Roller Derby. Our second game of the day, featuring our junior roller derby skaters, is at noon with the Arizona Prickly Scares versus the Albuquerque Narwhals. Yeah, we're excited for that game as well. That will not be streaming on Twitch, so get your butts here. Game 6 at 2:30 p.m. will feature Jewish Roller Derby versus Northern Arizona Roller Derby Wild West Outlaws. Games 4 and 6 will be featured on Twitch, and also, if you're around, come and keep watching.
And do you have a junior age 8 to 17 that's interested in roller skating or roller derby? Looking for an alternative sports experience for your child? Join our AZRD juniors. Practices are held on Sundays here in Mesa at the Broadway Rec Center. Visit ArizonaRollerDerby.com/juniors for more information.
All right, 5 seconds to the jam. Axel 574 versus number 7 Glitter Bomb. Glitter Bomb not letting those Arizona blockers squeeze her out and pushing to the front of the pack for lead jammer. Axel not far behind. These two have been racing each other every single jam. Got Glitter Bomb rushing ahead, the pack rushing ahead. Everybody's speeding. Jam called off by Glitter Bomb, holding both teams at 0-0 points for that jam.
We have number 8, Thor Jaws Breaker, jamming for Arizona Rising, going up against number 10, 31, Halloween.
This is your brief reminder to hydrate. Drink some water.
Both jammers were attempting to take that outside line. Jaws was first out and is our lead jammer, Halloween, right on her tail. Again, only about 20-foot difference between these two jammers.
Halloween picking up some points. Both skaters picking up 3 points for that jam.
Number 5, Lil Kitty Split, will be jamming for the Outlaws, going up against number 709, Kiwi, for Arizona Rising.
Split looking to feed Kiwi into the Outlaw blockers, but Kiwi taking the lead.
Able to just scooch on through there. Lil Kitty Split right behind.
Arizona Rising trying to goat a skater, splitting the pack, but it was a quick call off, holding both teams at 0-0. Got only 10 minutes left in this game, folks.
Number 7, Glitter Bomb, will be jamming for the Outlaws, going up against number 710, Gail Satan, for Rising. We have an empty penalty box, so we have all blockers on the track as we head into jam number 15.
Gail Satan pushing her way out of the pack to take lead for Arizona Rising.
Glitter Bomb recycled to the back of the pack by Phoenix.
Gale taking the inside, gaining those 4 points after that initial pass.
Glitter Bomb still fighting for that initial, is knocked out of bounds, being recycled by Skatey Katie.
Glitter Bomb taking off the star. Satan picking up another 4 points. Getting the motion to go through the pack again.
Successful star pass to the knockout, taking over as jammer for the Outlaws. And Gail Satan goes ahead and calls that jam before she can come in to attempt to score any points for those Outlaws.
That was an 11-point jam for Gail Satan.
Jamming for the Outlaws, we have Halloween going up against Jawsbreaker.
Jawsbreaker pushing up the outside line with the help of Forrest, then moving inside to take lead jammer for Arizona Rising. Halloween still stuck in the Arizona Rising blocker pack. And
That
the
was
star is dropped, handed back to Halloween, handed then back to the pivot.
A successful pass for Mecha Frankenstein as your new jammer for the Outlaws.
Mecha Frankenstein running through the pack.
Got some whistles. Looks like a back block being called on Mecha. So this will be a power jam in favor of Arizona Rising.
We love a power jam. Jawsbreaker moving through the pack, calling it off, leaving Mecha Frankenstein in the box. It means we'll start this next jam on a power start for Arizona Rising.
Axel will be our jammer for Arizona Rising. Looks like we're going into an official review being called by the Outlaws.
This is a great time for you to hydrate and call your dog or cat. Perhaps your dog or cat misses you and wants to hear from you. If you have not called your pet today, maybe now's the time during this official timeout. What, your dog doesn't have a cell phone? That's on you.
I'm chewing. I muted myself. I need to just collapse forward and pop my back.
If you haven't had a chance to fly into our Night Owl penalty box, I'd like to invite you to fly into Night Owl, the actual restaurant in Scottsdale or Tempe location. We've really appreciated Night Owl as a sponsor for Arizona Roller Derby because they feed us really freaking fast. So it's a great place to go and get some food after the game. During this official review, we'd like you to calm your nerves potentially by practicing some box breathing. In for 4, hold for 4, out for 4, hold for 4. I think that's what it is.
I was gonna say, wouldn't it be a triangle?
No, box breathing's in
hold,
4s.
out.
No. I'm giving at least some breathing advice. If you'd like us to tell more jokes, we'd hope that you would submit those after the game, preferably knock-knock jokes. right, looks like we're resettling. If you've got a good knock-knock joke, please put it in on the Twitch.
All right, it looks like perhaps they did not retain that official review. I don't see any changes to the penalty box or penalty tracker as we head into this jam. Axel trying to fight by B, Randy, and hugs and stitches. Arizona Outlaws doing everything they can to burn the time on that penalty for their jammer.
Mecca Freakenstein entering the pack as jammer for the Outlaws.
Axel is your lead jammer. We have a Outlaws blocker in the box.
Squeeze knocking has been knocking Mecca Freakenstein out on the outside line, but I've just been wary of Squeeze's blocking this entire game. It has been fierce. It has been powerful. Arizona Rising blockers holding Mecca Freakenstein back at the box.
Squeezer knocking hugs and stitches out of the way to let Axel get through and get those 4 points. Squeezer going to the box. Axel goes ahead and calls that jam, adding another 2 points to the total for a 6-point jam. That is going to bring our score to Arizona Rising 169, Wild West Outlaws 78. We have pack advantage going to the Outlaws at the start of this jam with Squeezer for Arizona Rising still in the box.
We have number 5 Split jamming for the Outlaws against 709 Kiwi for Arizona Rising. Split taking the inside line, pushing out those Arizona blockers, and gaining lead jammer. Kiwi taking off the star. Split gaining advantage, coming into the pack fast. 2 Arizona blockers in the box.
And she is through for 4 points going up for the Outlaws. And we have a successful star pass to number 718, Ragin Bajan, taking over as jammer for Arizona Rising.
Split calling it off before Rage could enter the pack. Outlaws gained 6 points for that jam.
2x4s is still in the box for Arizona Rising, giving pack advantage to the Outlaws. We have Holly Ween jamming for the Outlaws, going up against Gail Satan for Arizona Rising.
Satan pushing her way through the Outlaw blockers.
A forearm call being on one of the Outlaw blockers.
Holly Ween with lead jammer for the Outlaws. Moving through to pick
Gail
up
Satan
points.
being recycled to the back by Tinker Hell.
Holly Ween pushing her way through 3 Arizona blockers.
Gail Satan is out on her initial pass. As
pack is moving really fast.
And Halloween calls it, gets all 4, but Gail Satan able to sneak 3 points in for Arizona Rising.
That pack looked really stretched out. It almost looked like split pack.
That was a very stretched pack there at the end. And Skatey Katie taking a seat in the box for Arizona Rising. So Arizona will be starting down a pivot heading into this jam. Little Evil, number 7-6, jamming for Arizona Rising, going up against number 7, Glitter Bomb.
Glitter Bomb pushing to the middle. Little Evil taking the outside line, tripping slightly. Glitter Bomb moving laterally, shifting through the pack. Oh, that's a jammer chase.
Little Evil secures lead jammer status.
Little Evil lead jammer, Glitter Bomb not lead, but they're racing each other. That was a quick call as they both came to the front of the pack.
And now we have a racing pack. Little Evil waiting for Skatey Katie to be released from the box to go ahead and call that jam. And a little point check-in as we go into the final 2.5 minutes of this game. We have Arizona Rising with 172 points against Wild West Outlaws 88.
We have Axel 574 jamming for Arizona Rising versus number 5 Split for the Outlaws. Jammers starting close to each other. Split moving to the inside line. Both jammers fighting for the top of the pack right now. Skatey Katie trying to clear some space. And number 5 Split takes lead jammer for the Outlaws.
Axel recycled to the back, taking that jammer star off, looking for a potential star pass. And we have a successful star pass to Skatey Katie taking over as jammer for Arizona Rising.
Split still pushing through. All 4 blockers. Oh, call off by Split.
Split secures those. All 4 points, calls the jam and holds Arizona scoreless.
We have just about a minute left in this game.
Number 709 Kiwi jamming for Arizona Rising, going up against number 1031 Halloween.
Oh, a bit of a blocker pile up.
Kiwi knocked down by Hugs and Stitches before that blocker tripod is able to reform to hold. And Kiwi is your lead jammer.
Halloween entering, taking that outside line, but quickly being blocked by the Arizona blocker pack. Both blocker packs really holding it down for these jammers.
There is no doubt these jammers are having to work for every point.
Blockers recycling on Kiwi so that she cannot get through. Outlaw defense is really strong tonight. All right, folks, all right. With that call off, we have an unofficial score right now of Arizona Rising 176 to the Outlaws 92. That was an incredible game from both teams. Let's hear it for our Arizona Rising.
And let's hear it for our Outlaws.
Everyone in the stands, you are welcome to come down to the track and give the teams a high five. This is a roller derby tradition. If you've never done it before, I encourage you to come down to the track. It's pretty exciting to get a high five from a skater. I hear if you get a high five from a skater, you won't get sick for at least 2 days. Maybe 3. All right, let's give high fives to our Arizona Rising team.
I love their samples for you.
Oh, yay. I love samples. I love you. You're amazing.
Thank you, officials. Thank you, Outlaws. Thank you to our volunteers.
He's got to be one of the most sweetest human beings.
I know. He
And
is.
I was talking to Katie about it, and I was like,
All right, everybody, let's give high fives to our Outlaws. Thank you, Outlaws. What an incredible game. We're so grateful that Arizona has such a wealth of roller derby talent. We are so lucky to be able to play each other like this. Thank you everyone for coming. Join us tomorrow at 10 a.m. for Arizona Rising versus Jewish Roller Derby. The roller derby action does not stop now. See you tomorrow.